Welcome to the Skill of Collaboration workshop as part of the Skills in Action program. Collaboration is a transferable skill. It's useful for better preparing to find, obtain, and keep a job, as well as for better adapting and succeeding at work. Our team had to produce several documents. For example, we had to draft a project charter and several management plans, as well as prepare presentation materials, timelines, and important activities. The information is used to integrate the implementation of the project, with the goal of using the resources available as efficiently as possible. We chose Google Drive because of its integration capability, ease of use, versatility, and accessibility. Our first task was assigning a Google account to each team member so they could access Google Drive. Protecting sensitive data is no mean feat. Google Drive offers various levels of security and encryption, enabling an organization to select a digital solution that meets their requirements concerning the protection of sensitive data, confidentiality, and cybersecurity, as well as their organizational needs. Hey, Sarah. Hello, Clara. The cloud means antennas on hills and all the satellites in space, continually in orbit. Did you know there are more than 11,000 satellites orbiting the planet? Not all of them are used for the cloud, but just the same. Wow, that's absolutely major stuff. Technology has a price. Can you imagine all the resources and innovations needed to launch a satellite into orbit? All the failed tests and repercussions. Advances in cloud technology are spilling over into everyday life. For example, the technological advances of the cloud multiply the technical solutions with which we can increase communication and collaboration efficiency. Yes, it's huge stuff. And at what price? But still, when we work together with Google Drive, it's like we are all on the same cloud. Zoom offers a user-friendly graphic interface so that anyone can participate regardless of their level of digital skill. Also, it offers the best video resolution of any video conference platform. As we've seen, it's relatively easy to participate in a Zoom video conference. We've just scratched the surface of all the possible features of the application in this workshop. Explore, discover, and use each feature to improve your virtual collaboration skills.
Hello, and welcome to this section of the workshop on the skill of collaboration. In the last few years, technological advances combined with social conditions have increased the opportunities for remote work, mainly in the service sector. It would be really difficult for a fisherman, miner, butcher, or machinist to do their work from home. The manufacturing activities of small and medium-sized enterprises, SME, are highly diversified. SMEs have different types of production, different work environments, and occasionally different workplace situations. Clara, Sarah, and I had the opportunity to experience it. We visited a company manufacturing wood products in Victoriaville, Quebec. Here's what we noticed. The person is wearing personal protective equipment, PPE, i.e., eyewear and earplugs. Self-employment doesn't require collaboration. The task is performed alone without coworkers. Here's what we noticed. Complex collaboration. People perform complementary tasks, help each other, to complete the same, usually more complex, task. This is complex collaboration. Did you notice the ear protection headset? This category is also found in other manufacturing sectors. For example, in textile, metal, and furniture factories. What type of work do you associate with the following image? The value chain means the process of developing a product or service. So, as a product or a service moves along the value chain and undergoes transformation, it experiences added value. Therefore, as development progresses, the product or service becomes more complex. The more a product is transformed, the more complex it becomes. As a result, the tasks performed require more complex collaboration. After some research, we selected the Asana platform because it's easy to use, efficient, and versatile. Several versions of the platform exist, each with its own advanced features. Asana is an application for assigning tasks and managing a team's workflow. To learn how to use it effectively and with less risk, we first chose the General Access option. The tool is easy to use, but still requires some preparation.
Hello, Julian.
Hello, Sarah. How's the wind blowing?
It's a Chinook. Tell me, dear cousin, what does it take to collaborate effectively in virtual mode or in the workplace?
Ultimately, to collaborate well, we need to synchronize our work with the work of other team members. The project scope determines which activities will be included in the project. So, to control a project properly, the team must identify all the activities which will produce the main outputs or deliverables. The WBS's classification system is its greatest advantage because all the main project activities are named and numbered. It's a sort of code for project activities. Coding enables the accounting staff to associate expenses specifically to each task. Here's an example of a detailed work plan, or WBS. Additional information can be added, and since each task is numbered, it's very additional to include simple notes to each one as needed. Oops, I think I got some words backwards again. Each project task must have one identifiable person who assumes responsibility for accomplishing and completing the task, and another person who's accountable and controls the quality of the work. It's also important to identify the people who can be consulted or who will be the ones to collaborate. And finally, you need to mention the people who should be kept informed of the work's progress. Here's an example of the RASI matrix for a couple of our project's tasks. But, my dear cousins, I wasn't ready to leave. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh là là, il me réveille toujours assez jeune.
Grandma, I don't think she can hear a thing.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been thinking in and out of the box.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, Clara. Alfred. Tell me, how you doing?
Hey, Julian. Cool. Don't worry. It's only been a bit weird.